All right, and we've got the Metagross Shuffle.
We the hot new dance craze is taking over TikTok. What's it like to be what's it like to be a prehistoric spider robot, ladies and gentlemen? That's the real question the kids are asking these days. Um, I always thought that Pokemon Insurgence would get a resurgence in 2024, and I was not wrong. So, yeah, welcome back everybody to Pokemon Insurgence. We are on the home stretch here,
All
excitingly,
right.
of this playthrough. We've just left the dream world, our own dream world where our dad lived, and we beat him in a gym battle, conquered him, and got our 8th gym badge, so we can finally challenge the Pokemon League. But
Fantastic.
that's the storyline wants to interject first.
Wait, what, are you saying after the seventh badge, an evil team might be causing havoc in the region?
Not just a evil team, James. There is the evil team.
The evil team or the evil teams?
No, the evil team. This is the one that has been lying in wait in the shadows the entire time.
Oh, I hope they're nice.
As a cultist dressed as Giratina, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jaern, who...
over here we have the sparkly Rayquaza.
That's it.
Not your standard one.
No, that was a Mega Rayquaza, and as you can see, he got smashed up by a Garchomp.
As you do.
But why and how?
Yarn.
Jaern. I wonder if it's pronounced Jaern, like Jaern or Jaern or something like that. The AE always kind of throws me off that.
Yeah. Jaern.
Jaern, yeah.
Okay. Yoink.
Yep. Pink slips. That is the rule about the Pokemon battle.
Oh, absolutely. Oh God, that would be a fantastic tournament setup. You sacrifice your best Pokemon if you lose.
But funny enough, actually, if we were to continue on the theme of fan-made games, if we played the Team Rocket version of Pokemon Fire Red, if you beat a trainer, you get to take one of their Pokemon with you.
Yeah, but what would I want to do with like 20 Rattata?
But you see, it's actual trainers in the game. So, and some of them that are not in the game anymore because you've kicked their asses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna have to move on to something if we can make our way through this.
This is very true. We'll need alternative entertainment now after this.
Absolutely.
So not only has Jaern lost his world-defining battle against a Giratina cultist, he's now been exposed as a cult leader, which the wider world did not know at this stage. So yeah, he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
And again, Metagross is still doing his shuffle, happy outs, just happy to be outside.
He's just trying to get the cameraman's attention.
He's trying to keep warm, apparently. That's that'd be my guess. He's weak to ice. Like he needs to keep moving.
Yeah.
That's a very Terry Pratchett line, isn't it? It's like,
yeah.
Oh, the one thing about all these dictators, they just don't let anyone else do all the work.
I mean, I'd like to say we wouldn't be ones for a dictator in this country, but if Miggledy ever wanted to set up a benign dictatorship,
I'm down. Yeah,
he may just get the votes.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't see any problems. Like what's his first edict? Like everyone has to read poetry. I think I can live with that. Like, oh no, we might have to speak Irish a bit more often. How terrible, regaining our culture like that.
Yep. What's that? All houses have an upper height limit to the ceilings. Okay, I guess I'll be crushing a little bit more, but I can adapt.
I mean, no, I can't miss right. Like it's that is just heightism, okay? Like you have to have limits here, okay? Can't just fucking hold people who are over 6 foot, all right? That's a bit unfair, I may have a vested interest in this conversation.
Yeah, but just think of how much you'd save on your heating bill.
What, for like living outside? No, I, I,
No,
I don't. I don't.
if all houses were slightly shorter, there'd be less volume to have to heat.
Sure, that's definitely how hot air works. Right, you know, forget
That's
about it.
exactly how physics works.
That's exactly. And now surprise boss battle.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
We ruined him.
No, I think you find being in the leader of a cult ruined you there, buddy. You should have just left the just stopped being thirsty for power, and you would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, except you weren't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that's happened. You know, like genuinely, anybody who makes a giant fucking 20-foot Oscar of themselves deserves to be ridiculed.
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh, did we plan out our team ahead of going in here?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see how we do.
Oh, love Age of Slash.
Yeah. So straight away we're on the back pedal here.
Yep. Most likely go defense first. Nope. Okay. You've battled against me enough times. Can you predict them? Nope, you can't.
Yeah, I was hoping he double dipped there, but he did not.
Oh god.
Yeah, so well, you know yourself, the first run through was always a reconnaissance, so
Oh yeah. Oh
get
yeah.
an idea of what he's in. And we know, like, broadly speaking, he's kind of a dragony / flying type trainer, so
Yeah. Still not sure why you used water on a dragon there, but
I pressed the wrong button. That's what happened there, James.
yeah.
So yeah, this one's a bit of a whiff, but again, we'll learn and see what Jaern has.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, you can only do some game, and of course look, you're 7 badges in at this stage.
Right, 8 badges in, darling. That's this is where we got a full
Well, I'm sorry, I misremembered that. Okay, then yeah, like they're absolutely going to be using full restores at this stage.
Exactly.
Okay, always forget, Life Orb doesn't block your move, does it? It just takes away. It just takes away health at the end of a turn.
Exactly. Yeah, it just starts draining you.
Grand. So, probably would have changed over to Scissor.
Probably will. I'm gonna try and. Well, that worked out well anyway. Drop a meteor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wing. Fucking ouch.
And get the fuck out.
Get the fuck, indeed.
For our Chandelier, what is its ability?
I think it's Flame Body, as far as I can recall.
Alright, not Flashfire.
No, unfortunately.
Like that
More
was my
useful
first.
anyway,
Yeah.
like, by and large.
Ooh, is there any chance of a Mega Age of Slash?
There is no Mega Age of Slash, you'd be happy to hear.
Aw. I still think he should have gotten a special form for Galar.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting like a kind of a companion-y, kind of like a knight to go with the shield and sword, but
I was going with the rivalry between Britain and France.
yeah,
That this is Age of Slash is the French version. That there'd be a British, even a British weapon of some sort, a Morning Star or
Claymore maybe.
Claymore. There you go.
Yeah.
I would have thought you'd have something more in line with that.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout actually, you know.
But Galar was entirely. I absolutely misread. Oh, there we go. I absolutely misread what Galar was going to be. I thought it was going to be far more on the nobility and the pomp.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's always a bit of a mixed bag to see like where exactly where exactly Pokemon takes its inspiration from the as sort of culture. Because like
Yeah,
you can't really attribute any kind of not massively, but like it's not a deciding factor. Let's say the Frenchness in Kalos. There's no objectively French Pokemon bar
ooh,
fucking Aromatisse and Swirlix and stuff like
yeah.
that.
I was going to say they are very French.
But they're not as on the nose as say what happens in Alola and Galar. The kind of way they become
Yeah,
more obvious with the character design.
I mean Trubbish for America.
You see, America. I see with all ones. Like I made this point before. Like they're all just like Americanized versions of the Pokemon from Kanto, which
Oh
again
yeah,
makes sense. You know,
absolutely. It's supposed to be where a world away. Things want to look a bit different over here.
precisely. Yeah, and they've all evolved from different things. So like you're like, whereas like you have sludge and slime in Japan, you've got actual garbage.
Yeah.
Horse for course, essentially. It makes sense. I think with it with
Ooh.
Galar and so forth, like I think it's when you heard like it was very obviously inspired by Britain. I think we kind of like presumed they were going to go for the more obvious candidates, if you like, or the ones that were. I think you could almost see the Pokemon appear in front of you, that kind of way. But
Yeah,
in the end, the legendaries were based off Romulus and Remus, and the other legendaries didn't really turn into anything. Like we thought we were going to get like Pokemon based off the home country, the as it were the home countries, which we didn't get that either.
absolutely. Like where was the unicorn for Scotland?
The
Glastrier.
Well, yeah, Glastrier, yeah. I mean, like you could again, but that's more so based off the kind of like just any general royal steed. It wasn't
Yeah.
particular to a country. And as you said, you could have had a unicorn, a dragon, a lion, and a deer for Ireland. But we didn't get it in the end. So
Well, there is an entire game you can make off Ireland. We don't need to be tacked on to the edge of Britain.
no, that's to be fair. Like you got Celtic and Norse mythology to still to go. So you're plenty sorted in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now the fun begins.
Okay, and even correct there with like, oh, Rayquaza heard your prayer. Like, yep, that's in line with them. Oh, fuck me, that is bad.
And
oh, for fuck's sake.
But
Oh my god, that speed drop. That might have saved us, but he's got a full restore.
he does, but the stats aren't going to go anywhere.
True, but yeah, I was gonna say you better use that ice shard.
Yep, don't I fucking know it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. There you fucking go.
I'm trying to remember, was it a case that you were locked into either primal evolving or mega evolving, or could you do both?
I'm trying to remember actually. I think let's see. I think when you had like the right item, it automatically happens. So I think if you had the orbs, it automatically becomes primal. Whereas you activate the mega one. I think for Rayquaza, it is. I think you have to have the specific item, and you're able to automatically make it mega. I think.
No, Rayquaza was absolutely broken. It's the only mega that can hold an item. Because Rayquaza mega evolves if it knows Dragon Ascent.
Yes. I remember now. Okay, yeah. So that's my question for me, I guess.
So you could life orb mega Rayquaza.
And give it like stupid fucking moves like V-Create, which is Victini's fucking signature move. Like
yeah. So
broken.
Oh yeah, like that battle we just had should not have happened the way it did.
It's an illegal Pokemon, is what you're saying now.
Oh yeah. Actually, there is one. What do you think has been the toughest in-game battle?
I can tell you now, the toughest one is yet to come.
No, in the real series.
Oh, in the real series. Ooh, interesting one. That's a tough question. Cynthia always seems to get the plaudits for this as the toughest elite champion. But like, you see, I'm thinking more broadly about like say the ones that were unintentionally difficult. Oh, hello, what's happening?
Oh, sorry. We'll come back to this now in a few.
You will.
Huh?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Is that mask talking to me?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but what does the distortion round got to do with dreams?
Exactly.
I mean, Rick Ross is extremely helpful here.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry, not Rick Ross. Sorry, Giratina.
Yeah. Very obliging.
Suspiciously so.
It's almost like they have an ulterior motive of some kind.
Okay.
So now we're going to go on a guided tour around some famous areas, so we can meet the leader of this cult.
Yep.
If you the official term for this group, by the way, are the distortion cult, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah,
And
I think we have heard of them at some point before. I'm trying to
yes,
tell like earlier game. I know they've come up more recently now, but I do think early
yes,
game we did hear like breeds, breaths of them.
yeah, we've had clues to their existence, so
Yeah.
there you go. So, and here they are now. They're now here to meet us at the gate, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. So now we're back into our routine of battling. So yeah, look. So when you were talking about like the hardest battles, like my initial instinct is to kind of go with a champion of some kind. But I'm thinking the ones that like the difficulty was accidental. So what really comes to mind is like again Brock if you pick Charmander in the original games. Generation 2 had some like the gym battles were unintentionally difficult, especially if you're not up to speed in your levels,
Gen 2 is weird with that because some of them could be, you never know which one you're going to get tripped up by, but also the level curve meant that it was always really annoying whenever you did get tripped up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm thinking like Bugsy Lance and with Scyther and Fury Cutter, especially if you didn't start with Cyndaquil. With Cyndaquil, that battle is easy. It's simple, straightforward, all that jazz. The trouble with that is, I'm happy to be corrected here. I don't think you encounter another fire type until after that forest where you can get like Growlithe or Vulpix, I think. And again, like that battle will be easy to you if you were able to get to go back, which you can't. So you have to basically.
I have a correction for you.
Oh.
After you beat Faulkner, if you go into the Pokemon Center, you can do a quiz and get an egg. And you can get a Slugma from an egg.
Really? Was a Slugma you can get?
Yeah, well, there's a choice of, depending on, I think it's a quiz that you do.
Was this in the original game or in Heart Gold and Soul Silver?
Crystal and Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I don't remember that guy at all in Crystal.
I might look it up just in the background to confirm that for myself. But I'm nearly sure it's after the first gym that this happens.
I mean, I know in Crystal you can get you get 2 eggs. One of them is Togepi, and then the other egg you can get is from the daycare center, and it's a random pick of the baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't remember baby Slugma now. That's new to me.
So I am wrong. That was Heart Gold Soul Silver only.
Okay, right.
You got one egg that could be one of three things, it could either be Mareep, Wooper,
Hmm.
or Slugma.
Ah, right. I see. So yeah,
And
that kind of like is intended to help you out with that boss, regardless. Then, because
yeah,
Marie.
well, Mareep and Wooper were like in the next right anyway.
Yeah. So
It was,
you really only needed to. You're only able to get use basically of a fucking of Slugma basically. So
yeah, or it's the only one that you would want out of them.
yeah, pretty much.
Um.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah,
yeah.
there you
So
go.
like
That's
so bug. What was that? Whitney's mill tank was the famous one as well. But
yeah,
it's the same job as last time. It's by the way, I'm waiting out the Destiny Bond attempts here. Can you tell?
yeah, absolutely.
While making up some space in my bag.
So I would say Volo in Arceus.
Volo's a good one actually. Yeah, that's a particularly tough one because you have the second phase battle as
Yes.
well. The routine. That
Or
is a tough.
or Getsus in Black 2 White 2.
Black Getzes is a tough one actually in Black 2 and White 2. Yeah, I'll give you that one. N in Black and White can be tricky as well. The final one with again, if you're not up to speed in your levels, you can
Yeah.
be have your pants pulled down there a little bit.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. So
so yeah.
there are a few here that can trip you up, but
Mm.
one that I know is thought of as being a tough one is did you play the Ultra games whenever they came out?
I did, yes.
So do you remember there was the Ultimate Necrozma that you
Mm.
battled against?
Yes,
I
I do
know
remember that one. Yeah.
that is thought of as being a really tough fight.
I
Um, but that wasn't. I can remember I essentially cheesed it unintentionally the first time round because I had a Zoroark on my team,
okay. Yeah,
and
like I don't remember it being that difficult, but then again, like I don't remember like where I was at with like was I important Pokemon at that time as well and kind of fluffing it for myself. That was a while ago, and I knew I use Ultra Sun as my kind of base of operations for
yeah,
everything trained onto from old games. So could very well have just cheesed it with like Pokemon that should not have been.
fair enough, fair enough. No, I know that was thought of as being like it's one of the best. It's Psychic and Dragon. It's a really good type.
Mm.
Except I was able to like bonk it with Zoroark.
Yeah, like it's the same as anything else. Like that's a novelty fight in a sense. The same way where
Oh
like
yeah,
when you're doing the Deoxys battle in Omega Ruby or the big Eternus battle in Sword and Shield. Like they're artificial. They're a token fight
yeah,
to a certain respect. And while it's not like the way I would say that they're more like kind of like they're I wouldn't say they're scripted. They're plot oriented battles. Whereas like the kind of question you asked there, I kind of associate them more with like an actual trainer battle or a gym battle. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, just if we're talking about scripted things, um, do you remember in Violet, as you were playing it, you would have had your Miraidon against the evil Miraidon
Yes.
at the end. When Burkbot was doing that fight, she did not realize that the entire thing was scripted.
Oh no.
She was getting so frustrated at things not working. She was just
Oh.
getting so thick at the machine for like, I'm not doing anything wrong here. Why am I don't want to keep playing it. My guy is getting hurt. I don't want to keep playing this. I'm not doing good in this fight.
Yeah.
Why are you telling me to keep going ahead? I'm going to lose this. I don't want to see the game over screen.
I can kind of get like the idea of a scripted loss is a concept you kind of have to get your head around unless you have played a JRPG before.
Except it's
Like,
not a scripted loss. It's a scripted. You're brought to the brink.
I get that. I totally understand what you're saying there, but like it's unless you're not aware of the possibility of that of like the get out of jail free type of thing, like you
Mhm.
do think it's like it's an all or nothing battle. Like same with like you know, if you have to battle against like N at the end of Black and White, like that's kind of world-ending shit there. You know, you can't really afford to lose that match one way or another. You know,
Yep.
so like.
Yep.
So it is a bit of a tricky one to go, it's fine, you can come back and win this anytime, you know. It's like
Mm.
no, you can't. It's like you have to nail this one or not, you
Yeah.
know. Um but yeah, like that'd be my pick. Like I'd say like I'm even trying to think Sabrina in Generation 1 would have been tricky enough because she had an
Oh fuck
Alakazam,
yeah. Yeah,
you
that
know.
was a tough one.
Now, I think you would get away with that one a little bit because with the way she was she had her levels were, because I think she was kind of like in the 40s, so she would have the Alakazam wouldn't have been really at peak performance just yet, you know, kind of way, and also like
Yeah.
by that stage, then you probably would just overwhelm her with with levels, you know, kind of way. If you have
Yeah.
something bulky, you should be
Yeah.
able to wait, you know.
Thank
Uh,
God you used an Ultra Ball and not Shroomish.
I'm getting I'm sensing my I'm taking my opportunities when I can get them. If I'm in a low level area, I'm gonna get some free
Yeah.
eggs while I'm here. So
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I like this little
Um.
section of the game here. It's like they're I feel like this is kind of like sending us through all their test maps. You
Yep.
know, like they made like the Determinus cave. I think is in that's from X and Y. I think isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yep. That's where you get Zygarde.
Yeah, I thought so. Then you had the Pokemon Mansion a while ago, which was all torn up by
Yep.
the time distortion, which was pretty cool. You know, and they had like a fictional forest there. You know, it's nice stuff. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah. If there's one legendary that got done dirty, it's Zygarde.
it really is. Like again, it's always a kind of thing where like the stuff with some of it in particular just feels like that was good content, and they just threw it into the into Gen 7 instead, which I can understand. You know.
Oh yeah. But like they could have also just not and like left Zygarde at 50% and like, right, I guess that's a scrapped idea.
Yeah,
But the fact that they were like, yeah, here is what was clearly planned content. Oh well.
it's funny in a sense because like this game, like in the post game, spoilers everybody, there is a Zygarde aspect to it, which I will get into detailing later on. And funny enough, I think this game actually does a better job of explaining the Zygarde lore than the actual Pokemon like Apocrypha. So
Yeah.
um which is kind of funny to me. But much of that point, like it's like I think it was kind of a convenience to a certain extent because in one way you still got to use Zygarde as a legendary whatever, but it also meant you kind of had like extra gameplay for the you know for Sun and Moon. So
Oh yeah.
in a way it was a kind of a win-win like that way. It's
Yeah.
a very pragmatic fix to a problem that didn't really exist, you know.
Yeah.